Hi, my name's Jason. I'm the developer of SPX Invasion and this new project, Tzarr. Let's take a look at the game. This is a very, very early prototype. Um, it's only been in production for about a week, but I wanted to show off the initial movement pieces, kind of the idea behind Tzarr, and what the game is going to look like eventually. This is the board. When we play, here's the board setup. There's some basic camera controls. Um, it's you can spin it, move around. There's no UI yet. It's just movement and capturing pieces. There's no win condition. So let's take a look at some of the pieces and kind of see what they do. Look at the premise of the game. So the game's called Tzarr, and that is your king, is your Tzarr, and it's taken after the Russian word Tsar. Um, so it's the basis of the game is that the Tzarr empowers nearby units. So normally your pawns, your soldiers, move one forward, and that's all they can do. But when they are within one of the Tzarr, they can move one diagonally as well. So that's the basic premise of the game, is that your Tzarr empowers nearby units. It is the core of your army, and so you want to kind of put him in danger while at the same time, making sure your units are protected. So the next unit we'll look at, your Tzarr, he can move one in any direction. And like I said, he empowers nearby units. This is the Tzarr on each side. He's a little kingly looking dude with a cape and a sheathed sword because he doesn't really need to use it. The next unit is the Guard. And the Guard normally can move one in any direction. So he can move over here. This is his movement. He can move one in any direction except diagonally forward. When he's near your Tzarr, the Guard can also move two to the side, two diagonally back, and two straight back. So it's like it's a star pattern kind of, but he's very powerful in that regard. So let's see, we'll have him move up so we can take a look at the Guard's full star pattern. There we go. So you can see he can move two back, two diagonally back, two to the side. Very, very strong defensive unit for guarding units behind him, thus the name Guard. Alright, the next unit we'll look is the Phalanx. That's this guy with the two giant spears. He can normally move diagonally forward, straight forward, and one back. When he is near the Tzarr, he can move one to the side as well, making him a very, very powerful unit to place behind your soldiers. He's a very strong pushing unit. The next unit we'll look at is the Jester. The Jester can move, he can move one forward, one back, and he can jump diagonally in any direction, one square. When he is near the Tzarr, let's jump him over here, he can also jump two diagonally and move to the side one. So he takes the place of your knight in chess. He's the jumping, kind of far-reaching unit that you'll use to kind of penetrate defenses and attack with. He's a little bit tricky of a unit, so getting used to how he plays is important, certainly for Tzarr. Right now, pieces are just captured. If you know what shogi is, later another rule set I want to test and see how it plays is our pieces are just killed right now. I want to see how capturing pieces plays out and placing them on the board so that you can, it's a lot more like shogi where you're going to capture pieces, you're going to place them, you're going to build up defenses. So we'll take a look at the Lance next. The Lance can move two forward or one diagonally back, up to two forward. Right now he can jump 3 units. Eventually I'm going to make it so you can't pass 3 units unless you're the Jester. And when the Lance is near the Tzarr, let's get a Tzarr near one of our Lances, he is able to move 3 forward in addition to straight back as well. So you can move up to 3 spaces forward and one back. So likely you're going to be using your lance to kind of, you know, push behind units. And he's going to be kind of your pusher unit. So let's see here. Let's kill some units real quick, and we'll check this out. Oh, the lance is going to... See, I don't want you to be able to do that. Eventually you won't be able to jump through units, but for now you can. So this is a little look at Tzarr. Look at some of the pieces, their initial movement patterns. This is all very subject to change, but I just wanted to give a small preview of what Wakeskater Studio is working on right now. So I'm also working with Derek Ford, who's going to be doing the network multiplayer. So we're planning to have online matchmaking and multiplayer, so that you can play this with friends. I mean, obviously it's a strategy chess-like game, so we want to be able to do that. And then we'll be working on some AI so that you have computer opponents to play as well. So thanks for checking out the video, and I hope you liked it. And stay tuned for more updates to Tzarr in the future, and hopefully it'll look a lot better than the very rudimentary models we have here and the very basic Unity background. So that is a look at Tzarr.